Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hallowed Trials tournament of Dead by Daylight here on Trovo Live. We're ready for the finals now. The last two teams are going to start playing here for the whole ball of wax. They're going to go for that $500 prize for first place, $150 for second. Who's going to come out victorious? Team Shock versus Team Eternal. Who's playing first here, Boomer?
We have Shock being the killer first. We have Eternal being Survivor second. We're just waiting for the last Survivor to join in. Unless he's here and he's visible. That could be a bug. Who knows? We'll just swap to here. Oh, there he goes. He's in now.
All right.
Alrighty. We're going to update the scoreboard here in just a second so you guys can see the correct stuff. Again,
So remember, it's going to be 6 games played. Total points of all 6 of those games is going to determine the winner of this. 3 different killers, 3 different maps. Who can get the most points?
right. And let me just one more time explain the scoreboard. Next time we'll have a better scoreboard that explains itself. But all these graphics were all done literally days before this event started again. And these graphics are really good. We're really happy with how Stinky, that's the name of the designer that did this for us. He did a really good job with everything, the scoreboard, everything. We need to get more stuff. So for the next tournaments, we'll have even more. Working on getting like a logo set up to where we can actually show our own brackets and not use challenge. We actually have our own formatted brackets, and everybody has logos and stuff and really cool stuff. That's coming. Step by step, we keep trying to improve, but we'll get there. So this current scoreboard, the left side is the current game. The right side will be updated after every game with the total score. So by the time we hit like rounds, or not rounds, but games 3, 4, or 5, whatever, that right side is going to be pretty high on the score. So, and it's going to be added at the end of every match. At the end of every match. Also, I will point out that the line underneath the people's the team name means that they're the current killer. So right now, the current killer is going to be Shock. You'll see it move down to Eternal when they're killing, and it'll go back and forth. Again, we'll make that even easier next time as well. But that's what we have. Let me give the teams a go ahead. There looks like they're all ready to go here. Alrighty. And here we go, guys. The finals of the Hallowed Trials. Winners, $500. Runner-up, $150. Pretty good prize pool there. Again, the next tournament we have for teams will start on the 14th, and this time it's going to be a 32-team tournament, which means the first weekend and then the second weekend. We're not going to play any weekend or weekday games except for the Monday, right? It would still be the finale, but all the other games should be done on the weekend. So we're moving off the weekday games, so that won't be any more issues as well. Yo, I think I said everything. We missed anything there, Polly?
I don't think so. I'm just crafting this tweet to let everybody know that the finals are starting right now. Boom, there it is.
Also, again, you guys can clip anything that happens during these streams. You guys could be entered into a chance to win like $20 or the new DLC, which is usable on any platform except for mobile, of course. But make sure you use Alt-X to clip. Alt-X. Or you can just click on the button as well. Either one. The game is now loading in. Again, as always, we will be checking the perks. Also, just a reminder, you will see 3 unique killers for each team. They cannot stack killers. We did this so we did have 6 games of Nurse. We want a variety. We want to challenge the killers as well. I think there's something to be said for killers that can play, multiple killers and not just master one, but master of all.
Mm-hmm. Just got some news, Boomer.
Hopefully good. That's good.
That's good. I'm double dipping on Thursday. Got 2 tournaments on Thursday.
Ooh, nice, nice. All right, let me check this stuff. Good. We switch to the killer.
Ooh. Oh, it's the shock dock. Above Xavier's gonna shock as the dock. We see that corrupt intervention. Ooh, static blast
Interesting.
came up empty. Is that calm and extended range of the blast there with the electrode suds?
It's definitely extended range of your ability, of your therapy.
Of your yeah, your shock therapy. The
They all
purple
look so
yeah,
similar.
the purple file reports all look the same to me. It's hard to say.
I should open up the...
Well, just read
I'm
the
gonna
file.
guess that's calm.
Read
But-
the tab on the file. All right. It's so interesting move, right? So we're playing Sheltered Woods. We got the Doctor. Did you guys expect the Doctor on this map? You expect the Doctor to be played at all?
I get Shelter Woods given to me quite a bit when I play Doctor, and I always do really well on it.
Poorly flexing right there.
Killer
Just
main
happens
confirmed.
to be a good map for me as when I play Doc.
All right, so we know Hex Ruin, Corrupt Intervention, 2 unknown perks.
There's that tree that I was saying you can't climb up.
So you said calm, Paula?
Was my guess. I don't know. Like I said, it could be order. I don't know. No idea.
You want to forget Spooner?
No, not really. Discipline.
But it's discipline.
Oh, well, there you go.
Considerably decrease the shock detonation of shock therapy. And Red Stainer will appear behind them.
Yeah, so they're not going to be able to mind game the stain because they're going to see it all the time. And then he gets a quicker cooldown between shock therapy blasts and has extended range on it too, is what you're saying?
Actually, no, the shock thing is a...
Is that for static blast application?
No, it's shock therapy, but
Okay.
it's like kind of like before dedicated servers, Doctor, kind of, where you can shock people and they, you know how you shock somebody and they still get the window wall?
Yeah, so, okay, so it's going to apply the effect quicker is what you're saying.
Yes.
Gotcha, okay.
Kind of like it adjusts for dedicated servers. Kind of weird that they do that. I mean, we had that discussion talked about before about how the changing of perks to fit the dedicated servers. But I mean, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, though. So I guess it's something.
They did get 3 generators done with the quickness, though. Through Ruin, they just got 3 gens done lickety split, right?
Yep.
In my opinion, this is the best combo on the Doctor. Because that is so vital. You can get you a down where other things can't, because they can't take the window where before they could.
Yeah, it always feels bad when you zap somebody and then they still able to bolt the pallet or whatnot.
You just have to drop that pallet
that's
quicker.
too bad there. I like to personally trap survivors in the shack with that one. When they have the pallet down, zap them, and then walk through the window and get them.
You can see brutal strength there.
Yep.
Yep.
So there's 1 mystery perk to go. So obviously you see brutal strength's not something you normally see, so this is what kind of happens that I've noticed in a lot of finals is they'll kind of change their stuff around. Because if you just do the comp meta every time, it gets predictable. So you want to kind of throw in some curveballs in there to kind of mind game it and get you a slight edge as a killer or even survivors.
Trying to pick up the aggro here. Have an escort from Claudette. Successfully takes the hit. Gonna continue after Madness Ace, I believe.
Brutal strength is good on Doctor because it allows you to zone a lot easier.
Somebody's crying back here.
I think that's going to be a smack there.
That's Lori. That's Soda.
Second hook for Lori. We've had 3 hooks so far. We're about... Oh, is that not showing? Scoreboard's not updating correctly. I should be able to just stop and start it. Maybe. Maybe it's crashing. Working now? Yeah, there it goes. Have to restart the timer, I think. Maybe it's not. Is it still not uploading? Yeah, just restart the timer. There it goes. It only stopped for a second. It's fixed now. We good. It might be like 3 seconds off at the most. First time I've seen the scoreboard now work correctly. All right.
You know they're gonna secure the kill here.
Yep.
Remember, everybody, it's not up to us to figure out who's in your friend Rolodex or not. If y'all are talking disrespectful to one another, we're gonna time you out in a way that we would to protect one stranger from another. So maybe don't talk crap about each other in the chat and wonder why you get timed out.
Yeah. And a timeout is a timeout, not a ban. Just a reminder about that.
You see another thing there about what's good with the detonation delay? You can't save.
Yep. That's true, right? You can just spam it. I would say that's pretty good gens, right? The 1 gen's behind him, right? So that's a pretty decent 3 gen. I think now is a good time to reset. And I guess you could just push out if they're close on a gen, but also a reset unless they're going for an adrenaline thing too.
Oh, they got that still.
Oh, that's not the way to go.
Hi, fella. He's gonna give up the body, give them time to go in the gen, go as far away as possible, make the doctor have to walk those extra seconds to a hook.
Right, if I was on that team, I probably would have reset there. I think you had time on your side, just reset, get everybody positioned on gens. But if they're doing this far gen over here, that would make sense. They're not. Got the save over there. Now this time though, maybe they could just go straight to gen over there and start working on gen. Oh, I mean, bottom extra second or two, so I think that's worth it.
Good body block by the doctor to secure the hit.
Yep. Oh, that back there. Yeah, he's gonna break now to go check the gens. If they hop on the gens right away, though, I think they can probably get him done. You think?
Maybe.
It's very close.
I think we're gonna come over here and see. Oh, we see him.
I guess it ain't that close. Could see somebody slowly walking away and another one running away.
Somewhat close. I would say that's like what, 70%, 60%. Feels.
I think they healed first, right? That's why it wasn't all the way.
Yeah, that's true. They did one of them heal? I thought the other one was already healed.
Yeah, I saw them heal.
Oh. Well, now you might as well just take this time and get a full reset going.
Yep.
And get on it, because if you get anybody down at all right now, especially the first survivor, I'm not sure which one that is. That could be the one. Is the one he's chasing hurt now. So the first survivor is death hook. The other two haven't been hooked yet. So what he kind of wants is to get that first survivor dead, and then when there's only 2 survivors left, it becomes a much different game.
Just buying that time. Get on the gen. I'm running him. There it is. The adrenaline. Look at that.
So I think this is gonna be a 2 out here, and this would actually be a really important down, right?
Did he just get fat shamed?
Yep, the
I
new
think
shelter
so.
wood is full of fat shames.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They're gonna get some, at least one body block in here, and see how good it goes. I don't think he's gonna get there in time. I think that's gonna be a 3 out.
Yeah, looks like it.
Ooh, that could have gone either way at the end. That was pretty close. We've got about an
Those
11-minute match
crucial
here.
seconds. Claudette bought those crucial seconds and then didn't even go down. Enough time to get that adrenaline and kick it.
You see the 4th perk. Paulie, why don't you call it out? You seem to like that perk.
The Hex Haunted Grounds. They did
Yeah.
that for me. I mixed them up. I've been calling. Well, I guess I did it 2 times, not all weekend. I called Hex Undying Haunted Grounds 2 times by mistake because I had an aneurysm, and now I confused Bubba's Aver, and they actually brought Haunted Grounds when they maybe meant to bring Hex Undying. I don't know.
Yeah, that was it. No, I
But
mean,
nobody touched the totem, so it didn't happen. They just pushed gens through it.
lucky thing though, right? I mean, they could have said, okay, guys, let's just switch it up. Let's hurry up and just get some. Let's try to hurry up and get out Ruin. We have a little bit of time at the end. Let's do it. And they would have knocked out Haunted.
A
And
couple times we've seen people mix it up and go with Haunted Grounds to surprise people, and the totems just never got touched, so it didn't come into play.
Yeah, and you can see the pretty normal builds here. Detective's Hunch coming out there. So that could have worked in that favor, right?
And none of them even ran a distortion, so it wasn't like they would have said, "Hey, I'm not losing distortion tokens, so there's no undying."
Yep.
They didn't even
But,
know.
They
They
didn't
just
know.
didn't have to touch it because they pushed 3 gen so fast.
They didn't know, Paulie. They didn't know. All right, what's up? So that score is 17 Eternal, 9 Shock. That's the first game, 5 to go. About a 10.5-minute game. I am like a little bit surprised about the Doctor. I didn't think they'd bring the Doctor even on that map as well. I mean, but again, I'm not a killer main. I don't do tournaments anymore.
Yeah, that fat
What
shame
do I
has
know?
to be so frustrating because they would have got the downing there if it wouldn't have got stuck on that spot. That's got to be just super irritating. Like that's the difference in points there, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I remember. So they submit all their killers before the game starts. So all 6 killers that are going to play in these games, that'd be one of them, are already submitted. So there's no changing that can be done.
Why are fat shames allowed, Suds?
Yeah, you're picking the map, so therefore you're allowed them. Why are they allowed?
Behavior.
What about my behavior? What's wrong with that?
Exactly.
All right, we're waiting for the teams to join up.
All right, so let's see which killer Shix decides to bring into the Shelter Woods. Any predictions?
I don't know. The Doctor really threw me off, so I don't even know what they're thinking. I honestly felt like it was going to be Nurse, Spirit, maybe Freddy. I feel like that would be the combo, but it is. You do kind of pick killers based on the maps, so this is a long map, so I think Freddy would do good on this map. I think, right? I think Freddy would be a good play on this map with the teleportation. You could probably make an argument for Hag, but she is slow, so you'd have to get all your traps set up, and we've seen teams be really efficient against traps by setting them consistently off and preventing, the minefield of traps. So probably not the Hag then. So you have your Nurse, but they're probably going to save Nurse for maybe a smaller map to have a better, higher odds of winning, doing really good. I don't know.
I hope they don't bring both those medkits into the fog.
Oh, yeah.
Vinfo says, I'll pay each player $500, Kappa. Kaz should take all $500.
All 500.
Well, what if we give the
bucks.
$500 to the Fat Shame? How about that?
Yes.
Yeah, let's give the Fat Shame some love.
Hype in chat for the Fat Shame. What would that have been? What would the points difference have been there if they would have downed that Claudette?
Hold on, Polly. I'm looking at this thing that you just tweeted out about. I see.
Yeah.
I see you there.
Yeah.
I see it. Join us on October 29th at noon Eastern.
Yeah. That's what
Oh,
I
thank
said.
God. Thank God it's the 29th. I'm actually happy about the 29th. It could have been way worse. It could have been the
That's what I
30th to
said,
31st.
I'm double dipping, so it's gonna be before G Fuel. I'm gonna be doing that.
So we can advertise this. I mean, it doesn't conflict with any of our stuff. So,
Yeah.
so Polly,
it's gonna
talk
be-
about it. Tell us about it. You can talk about it now, right?
Well, yeah. Let me look. Let me see. Let me see what the press release says here. Actually,
Oh, the commentators too. Crazy.
how did we end up wandering in hashtag into the fog again? Join us October 29th at noon Eastern time on Twitch TV, Dead by Daylight, as some fog whisperers battle it out for gifted subs. This is gonna be my tryout, Boomer. People are gonna get to see me play killer, and then they're all gonna try and get me to leave the broadcast booth, come out of tournament retirement, and join their teams once they see what I can do.
So is that your group? Is your team?
Yeah, so I think what's going to happen there is I'm in Group B with Cauliflower Talkie, Vincent Vega, myself, and the King. I think what's going to happen is we're going to all take turns trying to kill each other.
Okay. In a custom match, right? So maybe this is why that fix went through that they pushed. Thinking about it, you know, that does kind of make sense, though, right? I mean, that's good, though. I mean, that's good that Behavior is doing this because that's gonna
Well, I mean,
get
it
an
makes
extra
them,
nudge.
you know, if it's going to be on their own channel on display, I agree. They had some additional incentive. Of course, I couldn't talk to you about any of that until now, right,
Yep.
Boomer? So,
I literally had no idea. I would assume that you had to have something going on because it's October, it's Behavior. I'd assume that they would try to, you know, take advantage of that in some way, and they did. That's cool. So, Ots, Tofu, and
Frisk are
Lady
gonna
Confetti.
Be, oh, is it? Let me see.
That's the third one they have on there.
Oh, it's Milady. I thought Frisk was supposed to be doing it. Okay, maybe she had a conflict. Milady, Confetti, Odstarva, and Tofu are going to be the hosts and commentators through the matches, and then I am just going to be a scrub playing in my group. All right, back to the action.
Here we go. Game 2 has begun, and it's the Freddy. See, this is what I would do, right?
Chicks is bringing Freddy. What are
Add-ons,
those add-ons
Suds?
there, Suds?
That is the swing chains and the Nancy's masterpiece. So slow down for everyone who's asleep and quicker. Jesus, that scared me.
Scared me too. Took my breath away.
Do you think he knew?
Jesus.
I do
I think
not.
he might. I think he was just setting up traps for the loop. I don't know if he knew he was there.
Yeah.
If he did.
I know that he got jump scared because I know killers play with their volume boosted.
I think he still doesn't even know who did that to him. Like, it was like a thief in the night. Like, who did that?
Already pretty good progress on the
power-
gen.
Quicker power recovery is Nancy's masterpiece.
Yeah, and that's the one I always say that I like. I think is better. Over the jump ropes.
So we see we got a ruin going on here. Freddy's looking around.
God palette extinguished. You seeing something happen over there in the corner? That's obviously going to be undying.
Oh, get off of my totem. Oh, we see another
That's the
perk
pallet
reveal
dropper.
there.
That's the one that did the pallet drop I'm getting. Pretty sure of it. I remember the hair.
Got her on video.
And we see another perk. There's a Tinker.
Found another survivor, spreading out the damage here. And another totem.
Really efficient on the gens here. They are getting these gens going quick.
All things considered, yeah. Three survivors injured, two of them asleep.
You gotta remember this is Shakes, the master of the gen crusher.
That's
Malika
true, you bring up a
says-
good point.
Malika says, "Ah, you got King in your group." I think that would always happen. I think behavior knows that connection of King and Polly, right? I think you guys are like a pair at this point.
Yeah, is that a good thing or a bad thing, Malka? Are you saying that, oh, that's too bad? Or you're like, oh, that's cute? Yeah, I love King. You know, as much as I rip on him for Welch Fountain, our bets and everything, like, you know, he gave me a super nice message for my birthday, calls me his brother. I feel the same way. He's such a good guy.
You gotta clip that for King. That's King. A dig on the Welching of the bets saying.
I mean, it's a fact, you know, but it doesn't mean I don't love him.
I think you guys would be like the nice guys, but I mean, I don't know who the other bracket is. I'm not saying they're not nice, but with having King and Polly, I think that's as nice as you can get when it comes to the nice guy side. So. Stream Dad's a pretty nice guy too, so I guess I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, Stream Dad's a good guy too.
I think all those guys are good. Vega's a good dude. Yeah. Oh, got the blind.
Ooh, I didn't even hear the firecracker drop. I love the way Shix locks in on that den to teleport, continues the chase to keep these survivors guessing. It's so impressive. I have to learn this ability. I'm gonna improve my Freddy game instrumentally.
It's just the pressure. Like, I think in most Freddy games that you play, you don't see the Freddy's just constantly mind game this nonsense. If his power is up, he's teleporting almost every time.
Ruin is no longer active.
Oof. Also, you see the last perk surveillance rocking there. You saw it earlier. Want to pick up there.
So he faked teleporting there and then picked up, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and lock it in. Did they get it? They did get it.
They got the double.
2.
You see what Malika said about you and King? SpongeBob and Patrick.
Which
mic
one
is?
am I?
Have you guys hearing my mic mess up at all?
No, it sounded okay to me.
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna do a quick reset of my sound thingies. It won't do anything to the game. You might hear like a little skip on sound. That's it. Okay, I reset real quick. It should be better, hopefully. Always let us know if there's any kind of production problems so we can fix them.
Definitely. I think the thinking here is that
Smart.
the dream snares are more effective because of the pro level of these survivors, and they don't get fooled by fake pallets. They call out where the fakes are to one another.
Yeah, and the snares prevent the loops and make it to where
you can't
overloop.
unless you're awake, you can't avoid the snares, right? So you can't call out really snares to people effectively, right? So you can't avoid it.
And also, they deny fast folks.
Wow.
Wow.
That took a little bit longer than I thought it would.
If you snare somebody, they can't fast vault a window.
Yeah, it's just a medium volt, right? So. Yeah, your fast volts, your medium volts, and your slow volts. That's what all the terms are for those. Slow volt is when you just walk over and not have the running hotkey or mouse key pressed. And then the medium volt is if, for like example, you could go to the snare, or if you don't come at a window at a perfect angle, the 90-degree angle, stuff like that. And then the fast volt is when you go at a full angle to the window or over a pallet, just jump over a pallet, that kind of thing.
I get to be Patrick. Thank you, Kate, for letting us know about the mic issue, and she says it's better now.
Could just be because I use voice meter banana. Maybe it just had an issue.
You use a banana for a microphone? Well, that's your problem.
Really? I thought it was fine. I like bananas. I could upgrade to the potato. There's voice meter potato, but you have to pay for that one. Oh. Wow.
Ooh, 4 gens done.
Yeah, losing that rune really, ruined his strategy.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
instrumental.
Can we not do
it
puns?
just makes it so
It
much
is.
better.
We don't
So
allow
much
puns
easier
here.
for this gen control strategy. That's a nice body block to take the aggro.
I would never do a pun. Me and Polly are against puns. We got Suds over here rooting the production.
There was no better word to use.
I'm joking because obviously me and Polly do a lot of bad puns.
I know.
Or dad jokes, you might want to call them.
Hey, that joke's the best joke, so you can't even disagree with it.
Right. There's something to be said about stupid humor being the most funny humor.
Airplane.
Oh, look at that
Ready,
stack.
look, ready to take aggro again. Like, look at this team is just jumping in front of all their teammates one after another, just preventing Freddy from stacking hooks. So
Remember, Polly,
impressive.
we're supposed to be using text on everything, right? So that's the finger guns tech
That's
with the body block.
Body block tech.
Well, we gave it the finger guns for doing that
The
crazy
finger gun stack.
blocks.
I think we give it to you, Boomer. You do it a lot.
I do it a lot, but they don't see it as much because I don't do these tournaments. I think that's not a bad hook, but I think what they need now is to get a fresh hook.
Whoa! Did they like just complete a heal? What just happened there? It sounded like she was crying.
I don't know. Oh. Good play by Shixo.
Man, somebody is stepping in a lot of dream snares. Oh, that's a nice dead hard.
Half the time, even though you get a dead hard in like that, it still hits with Freddy because it feels like it's so long. The lunge lasts forever. That is a big hook. He needed this.
The long arm of the law. Freddy Krueger.
Oop, on the hook. Well, now, I mean, this is what Shix does. Even without Ruin, he's able to make these gens last a little bit longer.
See.
Look at that 99.9% of that teleport. I'd be screwing that up all the time, just saying.
Yeah, just the control to apply it and then release.
So is this gen over here kicked? The far one?
Wow.
Must be right. You can teleport back. Kick this and teleport back. Did not go into struggle. Team on that gen over there. He probably has time to land one hit, then teleport, right? Now go to that yellow gen.
Yeah, with 4 survivors alive here, I'm a little afraid for Shix in this situation, but we'll see what happens.
Well, this Felix is Death Hook. It's a Felix, right? It is Death Hook.
Yeah. But can you afford to chase him? I don't know.
No, probably because I think every single one of these gens you can stack 3 on, so. I think you have to teleport to that gen, yeah. For sure. None of them really progress though. I mean, he is still doing it.
it looks like one more. Let's see. Do they heal up?
One healed up. They have 3 full health now. They're right back on that gen.
They're over there.
That's how you kind of do it, right? Just heal up and just keep going back, and just eventually get it.
Now they're like, oh, he just faked. Oh.
Maybe hope that one of these survivors mess up for 6 is what he's hoping for. Somebody just does the wrong turn. They're on both gens now. But I mean, you could get a fresh hook here, and that, you know, that's 5 points. 10 if you think about it, you know, because the survivors lose 5, you get 5. So I think if you get the 3rd or 4th survivor, which would be RXW or Smoker, you'd be happy with that, right?
Oh boy. I feel like they're just monkey in the middle with him here. I don't know. Because they kind of know that he's not going to have an extended chase, right?
Yeah, I think, while you want this to happen, I don't think this is going to happen.
Commit?
That was smart. You know, that's not the one you want it down anyway, so now...
Yeah, because
he's already been
hooked. You want to get one of the other people.
So now if you would have stayed on that... that Neo? Was the Fung? Yeah. Yeah, the Fung. If we stayed on the Fung, it would have been just better.
There's Felix's death hook.
See them heading towards that door.
I know what that feels like. I was in that exact situation against Shock last tournament. No ruin, just surveillance.
Still has a pallet to work with.
And you got this mobile pallet known as Felix. That you can't really break.
Man.
He's getting bloodlust.
Oh, he got around him.
I mean, he is worth 3 points for the killer and 3 points for the survivors.
There
That's
is another
6
injured
points.
person.
You think he's actually picking him up right now? He's actually doing
I don't know. The Fung Mint's still on the map. Like, she's still there somewhere.
Maybe a flashlight attempt? Nope. I think she's just gonna leave. I don't know if you do anything here. Yeah, there she goes. There we go. So that's still 10 points for 10 points for Eternal. So you know, 5. Right, I'm sorry, not 10. 6. Right, 3 points taken away from the survivors and 3 points given to the killer. So 6 points total swing there.
You mean instead of if they would have successfully body blocked and got everybody out?
Yeah, yeah.
6 point difference.
Yep, and you can see, so the match, the score, they literally tied their exact score from the first game. They flipped it. So they did exactly as good as Shock did his killer, Eternal did his killer. Exact same score.
So they both 17-9. 17-9, 17-9. So we're at a dead heat after the first 2 of 6 matches.
Now, could you imagine if we were doing best of 3, you realize that would have been a tie right there. You realize we would already be doing an overtime game right now, so I like this system. Think about that.
I like it too. I like it too. Because then we don't have to say, well, nobody won this round, so we got to replay this Shelter Woods again instead of just adding the scores from round after round here. I got you. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
And now you see the scores 26-26.
So what's the next map, Paula?
Next map is Torment Creek. Haha, you didn't think I knew.
Yeah, I think he was testing you. I feel like he was just trying to flex on you. Maybe he had the answer ready to go. He'd be like, well, Paulie, I know. The answer is. I see what he's doing there. I see what he's doing. Really quick, though, the perks. He had Surveillance, Tinkerer, Undying, and Ruin. So he opted to not use Corrupt and double up on the Tinkerer and Surveillance.
We've seen him do that all tournament.
Yep. That's a pretty consistent play there. I think it paid off. I mean, if you can go in with a tie, I think that's okay. You got to figure out what killers they've used. They both use probably, I would say, they're the lower of the 3 killers that they're going to use. I think we're going to see a lot of Spirit Nurse coming up. But that's a guess. I don't know. I have no idea what the killers are. We tell the staff not to tell us, so we just we find out basically when you guys do, just a minute and a half in advance because of the delay. But that's usually how that's going to work out there. So we're going to back out here. We're just going to take a really quick break. I'm only like 1 minute and we'll be right back. It'll be really quick, guys. As we set up the next one, I just take a drink. I will be right back. Or we will be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dead by Daylight Hallowed Trials tournament here on Trovo. We're ready to begin the next set of games, which are going to be played on Torment Creek. What do you think about this one here, Boomer?
I love the fact that we have different maps. I want to say something really quick about that. I think the next tournament, we're going to really mix up the first round with a whole bunch of different maps. I think, doesn't it feel better just to see different maps?
It does for me. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many of our viewers are watching the entirety of it, hour after hour like we are, but whew, I'm not gonna lie, especially after the first round of 64, I'm ready to move on from the initial map. So I do like seeing the map variety. Let us know what y'all think there in the chat.
I think it's good. I think the idea is, so the next tournament, that'll start on the 14th, will be announced here just in a few days. You'll be able to sign up. It's going to be limited to 32 teams. It'll be a nice cash prize, right, as we do. The first round, it will be random maps. I think we're already set on this. There'll be a pool of maps you can choose from. We're going to eliminate some, but there'll be a pool of maps, and potentially everybody could have different maps. but you'll have at least a week ahead to know about it. And then rounds 2 plus, 2 through 5, all those rounds will have preset maps. So that way you're not gonna find out round 2, which you'd play, whatever the next weekend or whatever. That hey, all of a sudden, oh my God, I gotta hurry up and practice for this map. No, you'll be good to go, and all that. I think it's a cool way to do it. I think it's fair, and all that kind of stuff. I think it's a okay thing. So I think it'll be fun. We always like to change rules and do things differently. We don't want to have the same tournaments every single time. It would get really boring. And then not only that, after that 32 team one, we're going to do a 16 team tournament on Polly's channel at the end of the month. So make sure you're going to be ready for that one as well, because we'll probably announce both of those, maybe even this week. We have to, probably like next week, I think, for Polly's, because we got to sit down with Polly, obviously, and get, it's all about that name, right? We have to get a really good name for his event. I saw that face when I said all about the name.
I thought you meant the cachet I was bringing with my name. I thought I got confused with what you meant by that. Now I understand. Now I understand.
I thought you were just disagreeing. But yeah, I'm actually have this in my hand right now too. This Poly bossy sticker thing.
Palooza.
I can almost put it like right to the camera. It looks like there's 2 Polys now. There's Poly 1 and Poly 2.
Polypalooza tournament. And you're either gonna win or you're gonna be a loser. No, I don't know. We'll work on the name.
What does it say? This content is 100%
polyester.
I think it says guaranteed though. Oh, 100% guaranteed polyester. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
It's like a fabric tag. You
All right.
The wash basin and the iron.
Oh, is that what those pictures are? Okay.
Yeah, so Bubba Zaver's going to be the killer. Hako, Kaz, Soda, and No are going to be the survivors.
I'll also point out, by the way, Polly the sticker. Polly loves the sticker. Or not Polly. Sean, sorry. Sean loves the sticker.
Really? Because of the shininess of it?
I think so. It has like a what do you call that gloss? Like a
I don't know, iridescent, holographic. I don't know.
Yeah, holographic type of reflection on it. He really likes that.
Here, let's both hold them up. I got one here too.
Here, let's put it up right to the camera. Guess which one's the real one.
Which one's the real Polly?
I don't know, for some reason yours looks better.
Shiny. Yeah? It should be the same.
Maybe because I'm just closer to the camera on mine.
No, it's not.
I got
Alright,
it
guys.
from the same provider.
I thought maybe like you updated the picture or something.
No. Just got a new batch from the same provider. I love Sticker Mule. Sticker Mule's amazing. Wish you could get Sticker Mule as a sponsor. That'd be great. That reminds me. Let me see if they have any good deals today.
Yeah, we really need to maybe start stepping out and getting some good sponsors.
New deal on Sticker Mule comes out in 2 hours. Oh, I can't wait to see what it is. I ordered 10 keychains this week, Boomer, for last week's deal.
I low-key don't even know what that is, so if you want to send me a link to that.
Oh yeah, man, it's such good deals. Like they always have some kind of a deal, like deep discount deal going on. If you want to get any kind of promo stuff done with your logos, though, that's the people to go to because they always have super good deals.
Yeah, for sure. Even Deadby as well, right? Shader says, I've been here from start to finish most days, and I think the map changing is very good for the stream and tournament. Yeah, I agree. I think it would be nice. Plus, that means
input there, shaders.
I will point that means Suds wouldn't be able to at least set the first round for you guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
Get the rest of them though.
Suds can't sandbag anybody with maps.
Yeah, like Haddonfield.
Fun fact: we still haven't played Leverage yet. Ooh.
I hate that map more than anything as a player. I think I like the idea of it, but just the looks of it and how it functions is not great.
Bit of big news for all the mobile players out there, DbE mobile players. Silent Hill is now available.
Nice. What
Nice.
What a crazy month, man. There's so much going on for DbD, and I don't even know if I know half of it. We got the Spirit coming in, smacking Meg in the booty. That's Kaz.
Yeah, what about those add-ons? Of course, I don't think we'd ever see anything different on Spirit. I think it's always going to be Haunt Duration, Haunt Speed.
Yep.
What I've used since day one for me. That peach mango, a G Fuel. Ooh. I think it's my favorite one so far.
Oh, I went to go look and see if I got that one. My son, we were driving around the car today. He's like, I love G Fuel.
Is he hyper?
No, he's very excited that we
Okay.
got some of it, and because we never tried it before. I didn't know what to expect. It was really good.
Amazing run here.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, but
I
I think
thought
we're
when
gonna.
Kaz got hit early that was trouble, but man, they're really extending this. And even just a few seconds more here now.
I mean, that was a smart move to not volt that, right? Because he's able to buy another 5 seconds on the match.
Oh man, this is crazy.
Oh,
Z-Wall for
more
Lucky.
than 5.
You can see the nerf of the Spirit coming in really hard there. They know where to drop the pallets and what side they're going to be at.
I think the nerf is kind of a little bit needed for her. Obviously, this is probably considered to be way too much for a lot of people, and I can understand that.
Let's see, are they going to be able to get...
But I think something needs to be there, right?
They should bring the footsteps back. The footsteps are fine. Because
be able to get more than one? What's going to happen here?
Then it's your footsteps versus their footsteps, and that's something that's balanced. They can't see you, you can't see them.
So the corrupt has ended, but where are they at?
How about we call out some perks? We can call out corrupt.
Well,
We can call out
just had
ruin.
A totem pop, but ruin is still active.
Yep. So
The
that
corrupt's
would
over.
mean there's at least one other hex totem, right? Has to be.
Hmm?
We just don't know what. Then there's another mystery perk as well. Who knows?
Everybody's healed up. 2 gens in the books.
So they got 2 gens out of that chase. I thought they might get 3 on us. I thought it was.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be 3 too. I think Eternal's got to be pretty happy with the start. So Kaz is taking up the gauntlet to go on another run here.
Oh, I mean, he guessed it right. So you can't do nothing there. You buy a little extra time by staying up there, make him go around. He guessed right, but then he second guessed himself. But that was the way he was gonna go.
There's the third one.
Second hook for Kaz.
Kaz, did you just do this 2 times in one final? Because they did that to the dock on the Shelter Woods too, around the Z-Wall when the adrenaline kicked in. That was Kaz too, right?
Yep. Is he the Z-Wall master? I don't think I can run the Z-Wall that consistently good. I mean, that's some hard stuff. You really have to mind game hard on that.
The Chasmatron.
I think he's gonna secure this kill.
I mean, wouldn't you if they have run you like that at this point? Don't you want to get rid of them? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's the whole entire investment so far, right? And I think he wouldn't have DS because the second down was fast enough. I'm not actually sure. It could have been borderline the time for DS. I'm not sure. I don't know if she actually has DS.
Yeah, we
Taking
definitely don't
guesses.
know. I know I definitely don't know.
I would guess she doesn't, but
I'm in the pallet.
oh, she does.
Oh, they do have
Okay, so
it.
maybe the time was long enough for her.
Boy.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
This is not good for Shock here. You wanted to just get Kaz out and make it a 3v1, and now you're still chasing Kaz.
Yeah, but now you got Some strong moves to go. Oh, hello, Ace.
Oh, hello there, mister. Where were you?
Wow,
And there it is, all 5 done.
the big
So
one.
impressive. This is going to be a big score here. Let's see what happens. Might as well go after some new fresh meat, right?
Yeah, get again, like right now you get a fresh hook. That's 10 points. You're taking right here. That's 10
He gets
points.
the grab.
Buggers! Oh, I was gonna say, huh? Yeah, that's a big move. That's 5 points for the killer, but that's also 5 points he's taking away from survivors. So that's basically 10 points dangling on the hook right there.
Everybody else is healthy. What do you do?
I don't know. I mean, that is a lot of points. They could basically save about 6 points to get him out. Will they do that, or they will just take it? That's a pretty
Even
big.
if you like let Kaz go in and go down as the trade, that's net more points, right? Net more points for you.
Yeah, Kaz would be the only one you want to risk, right?
Yeah. If you can get
Anybody
Ace
else?
out.
Yeah, I think they're leaving. This will just send up the escape. No, they're gonna leave. I think that's the way to go. I think to get this kind of a score is a really good score to get against Shock's killer. So.
Do we have a deliverance play? Is Ace Visconti, the luckiest man in the world, gonna be able to save himself?
That would be cliche
Don't
for
let me
Ace to
down,
have
Ace.
it.
You gotta try, Ace. Don't let me down. Ace, you didn't even try.
He would have to have DS too, and maybe he didn't have DS as well. I mean, and his name is No Polly, so no, he ain't gonna do it. No. Let's see if he had
Well,
DS.
that was
He
a
didn't have
salvage.
DS.
That
He did
was
not
a
have DS.
salvaging there. Okay.
So even if he
Makes sense.
did get the Kobe
Jump
because he
off,
didn't have it, it wouldn't
Then
have
the
mattered.
sprint burst away. You make them miss.
I mean, I guess that's true. He could have gotten the sprint burst, but most killers can land that jump off hook. So. All right, let's call out those perks. We had Corrupt, Ruin, Devour Hope, and Undying. So again, some changing around of the perks, but with only getting the 3 hooks, Devour never really came into play there at all. So really good job by, I would say, Kaz, right? Kaz doing that excellent run.
Kaz
We saw them use that
looking
build.
like MVP right now.
We saw them use that build yesterday on the
Right.
Spirit.
And definitely works. There we go. So we have the combined score. What was it before?
9-7.
It was 9-17. So now the new score is Shock 35, Eternal 43. So they've taken the edge now, breaking that tie. And Eternal taking the lead, but we had to flip it up and see the other side and see how they react to that. So, oof.
All right, so Shadow says, how come you're not allowing green add-ons if the spirit is bugged right now? We had been only allowing the browns because they were bugged in the opposite direction, so we went with the happy medium of yellows. Is that correct?
Yeah, we don't always want to. I mean, it was talked about. Green was considered, but we're always in that mindset of we don't want to go crazy in one direction. We'd rather just go slow. You have other options to play because you don't have to play Spirit. You could play other killers, so
What makes you
it's up to
beautiful,
you.
Boomer.
What's that?
That's what makes you beautiful, Boomer. You don't want to go crazy in one direction.
No, God.
Oh no. Oh
This
no,
is-
no, no.
By the way, as promised, we're gonna have Suds sing some One Direction for us in this break. Go ahead, Suds.
Nope.
Nope. Go ahead, Suds. We're waiting.
Nope.
All right, Suds. Go ahead. And you ready now, Suds? Go ahead.
Nope.
All right, so the next game is getting set up. So now we're gonna have Eternal play as the killer. We'll see if they can capitalize on that really good Survivor game they just had. Turn that around. What? Oh, was it? Oh yeah, it was 9-17 again, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, so that's a 3rd game in a row we had a
Third game in a
9-17.
row, the
We didn't even
score
call
is
that out.
9-17?
Yeah. So that means if they keep the pattern, are they going to do 9-17 on the other side?
Maybe
Paulie.
we will have a tie.
Getting worried.
What if,
Getting
what if
worried.
it's tied 9-17 every game all the way through the sixth? Then what do we do?
It's a tiebreaker, right? So we go 2 more games, another set. But oof,
On Haddonfield.
right?
Yes.
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, on Larry's.
Don't forget about the clipping event. Best, if you see something you like, clip it. Best clip can win $20. Some runners-up can win a DLC for the Descend Beyond chapter, which will get you a Blight, a Felix, and a gold jacket. I think most of the people here probably have that already, but you know, it'll be a code you can give to a friend.
Usable on all
coworker.
platforms except for mobile, right? So
The lunch lady, you know, you'll find a use for it.
for sure, for sure. These teams are readying up right now, getting good to go here. Probably doing some, you know, strat talking here and deciding what exactly they want to do, what the plan is. Do we do three people on 3 different gens? Do we do 2-1? Do we just do, hey, here's a gen in front of us, we all spawn together, let's just all hop on it and knock it out in what, about 35 seconds? I think all teams do that, right? If you have a gen pop right next to you and you all spawn together, you just grab that gen. I think that's the idea for most teams. But hey, you know what? I don't know. Right? I'm just the guy watching, not the guy playing. I will point out that we do have the duos tournament coming up on Friday. Friday is round 1 of that. We have like a star-studded killer list that everybody gets to play against. It's a 2v2, so it's 2 survivors play against 2 survivors while there's a killer there just chilling, trying to kill them. But it's not really about surviving. It's about outlasting the other team, getting the best score. It's really cool to watch. You see a lot of sandbagging. It's a really fun thing to do.
Star-studded killer list and suds.
Right? So we can suds. I get it.
Wow.
Nice play there, Paulie. We got, so I'll just list them off real quick. We got Suds, Henry. That's one of our players too. She'll play a bit. Fluffy. We have Disco, Marth, and the King himself will be playing. So we have a lot of people coming in there, and of course, Paulie's team is playing a survivor. No, I'm joking. He's not playing a survivor.
Me and Benji.
But no, maybe if you guys can say, "Hey, Paulie, we want to hear you shotcast a couple
Card
games."
and Drinko,
Come on.
let's go. And that matchup will happen because I'll be the bottom seed and Card and Drinko will be the top seed.
Oof. Paulie, it's self-hating right there.
I rip on Suds, but man, I couldn't do as well as Suds does in these tournaments. No word of a lie. I love you, Suds. I'm just messing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm pretty bad at killer.
I think you're just the only thing you're bad at is picking up the wrong survivor.
Listen here, I asked questions and nobody listened.
You know what I'd be interested to
Yeah,
know
but
is
playing that is Boomer like, oh no, that's not the survivor you want to kill, and then everybody,
hey,
nobody is like giving him the info. He's like, oh.
well, I wonder like if a lot of teams, I wonder if teams actually were their killers at least. Hold on, let me check the perks real quick. Get in the game, then I'll see what I'm gonna say. Those perks look good. And here we go.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I think we all know what the last matches are gonna be. There you go. I wonder if what I was saying is I wonder if all killers, and I think this is actually not a bad idea, have a coach in their voice lobby, kind of helping them. They like maybe lose track of what survivor
Yeah,
they
like
need
your
to
own
hook.
personal
Yeah.
scorekeeper, like to tell you, keep track of the survivors, who's on death hook, who's what.
Or maybe they're just not thinking at the moment, and they say, no, pick up this survivor, leave this survivor. Kind of like giving them that coaching strat so they can have less things to think about, so they can focus more on, your main objectives. Sometimes I bet some teams do that. I mean, maybe not the really high elite killers, but I bet most teams do have like a,
I mean, if we start to
coach.
see the prize money just keep going up and up, it could happen, right? Because there's a lot of money on the line, and you don't want to make those little critical errors about, no, don't chase that person. You want to go after this person instead. Which just shows you like how necessary it is to not have 4 blendettes running around, right? Like, because they need to have that information and be able to identify the survivors and things like that instead of just guessing which Claudette they're chasing.
Yeah, and Kate brings up a good point. Is I feel like this is a really good final because I think if you have teams that are constantly scoring the same thing, that means those teams are evenly matched. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a really good match. If you have a blowout, that means either maybe the team's having a bad day, you know, something that happens, and really the best teams can have it, where they just they're off, the killer's off a little bit.
Or it's like really late in their country or something.
Yeah, they're fatigued or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens. Or maybe if the seating was done incorrectly, maybe you have like a lopsided bracket. I mean, that could happen too. You can't always be perfect.
Yeah, the fact that this is this close just shows you how good both these teams are. Identical scores all first 3 games. I never would have predicted that.
And how well we did the brackets.
And it goes to think, Polly, now, if that first game was an overtime, and this next score is again the same, you realize double overtime.
Boomer, you don't have to convince me that you're brilliant with the way you designed this compared to what we would have been looking at. You have convinced me. 2 gens! Man, it didn't seem like they were really on any gens at all, and then with the quickness.
I think it'll really come down to the nurse matches because you could actually see what the issue is with the game. I mean, obviously we all love the game. It's a great game. But you can see once you get down to like these elite survivor squads, no killers but the nurse can really have a chance to stop this. I mean, it depends on the killer in the map, right? But when you don't have the nurse against what you could argue is some of the best survivors in the world, you're gonna have some hard times stopping them from doing gens. It just takes one good chase. That's all it takes.
Especially now we've got the Shadow now.
Ooh.
Yep.
Spirit used to be up there where she could do things, but now it's just like.
Oh, they got their lines.
That is
got
unfortunate.
Their wires crossed a little bit there to take that aggro. Didn't happen.
Wrong tournament, guys.
Yes, the sandbag tournament is next week, or actually this week. Later this week. No, it's Monday.
It's one of the first mistakes we've seen from these teams who did so well taking hits for each other.
Also, I will point out when I sit in there and talk about these guys being elite squads and all this stuff, that's when they have to do that. So you gotta throw me off a little bit. They got him up though, so mistake erased. Just cost him a little time.
That's a very quick recovery.
Oh, here's him.
I heard some footsteps. There they are.
So even when they make mistakes, right, they kind of fix them a little bit. Oh, a little fake out there.
Not falling for it. Here comes an escort. Yeah, I think you want to go to that gen, right? They're predicting it though. There goes that pallet.
Interesting that you see no ruin.
That is true.
There was no totems taken out, so.
Yeah, so went with the corrupt. I think that's all we can call out, right?
Just pull into the corner. Looks like they, they're probably on the silo gen, I would imagine. They're just swarming, calling out when it's safe.
Them moans are a little loud, don't you think?
They are a bit loud. I mean, seems loud to me. Oh my
There it
god.
is. Look at that. So quick.
That's a big one.
Clock read, Boomer. 550? What do we
Yeah,
got?
525. Really close, Paul. Like 525. Really borderline gen rush. Some might actually just still consider that a gen rush under 6. So, yeah.
Very fast. Anybody on this gate? Nope.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get another down if he wants to tie that score back up.
Coming to this gate.
I think the whole team.
Gonna take a body block for Felix here. Yes, they are. Yes.
Oh, they shouldn't have though. They shouldn't have. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because none of these guys have been hooked, so it doesn't actually matter which one get hooked there. We also see that Smoker. I mean, I guess there was no deliverance play in there anyways because no one got saved.
Doesn't matter a bit because they would have just taken a normal hit. All 3 of them would have gotten out. But They couldn't avoid it. They would have gone down anyway, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and there won't be, even if they have deliverance, there is no saves that game, so. I think it will be a different score, though. I think this actually worked in his favor, even though they got the 2 out right there. That Noed, that was a difference.
Noed came in clutch and grabbed some points.
There you go. Literally, is that the final? So it's not 17-9, Paulie. It's 16-9. There is a difference in the score.
All right. So that means the next 2 games, they can go 17-9 each, and we'll still have a margin of victory.
16-10, sorry. 16-10.
Oh, 16-10.
Yeah, there was an issue. The scoreboard didn't update fully.
What?
So still, we'll see what the final score there is. So, oh, wait, she hasn't put it over yet. Hold on. It's gotta add.
Gotta populate.
There we go.
Right, in the meantime, we're heading over to Wrecker's Yard for the final 2 games. Match number 3.
Yeah, that was actually game 4 or 5. That didn't update either. Right? That was game 4, wasn't it? Yeah, so I don't know why they didn't update on the scoreboard. That was updated, I swear to God, it was updated. Yep, it shows it, so I don't know why it's being weird like that. And we're on game 5. Listener. Alright. So as you can see the score there, guys. Eternal 53, Shock 51. So literally a 1 gen difference right there. That's all that is. Really, really close.
Tight.
Really quick, the killers strats here with Strider. Some people could have noticed that. I didn't want to call it out. But they did have the Strider. They did seem a little louder than normal, right? The Corrupt, Pop. We didn't get to see Pop, right? Because all the gens got done. And then Noed. So that Noed, without that, I think would have been, well, we know, right? It definitely would have been a way different score. So.
See what happens here, Boomer. We might crown a victor here by the top of the hour, the way this is going.
Yeah, it's going pretty quick, I would say. Gen rushing in tournaments. Yeah, I don't know why. Bro, take out some totems, open some boxes, do some moonwalking. You know? What is everybody in the rush for? I don't get it. It's just $500.
I think you'll find they're in a rush because they're Russian.
Right? Oh, I get. Never mind. I get now. What you said. I took this here. I'm like, yeah, of course they're gen rushing. What are you talking about? They're Russian. Russians gen rushing.
They weren't rushing. They're taking their time.
I mean, when you don't have the top tier killer at your disposal, what do? You know, you see this constantly happening. Everybody's getting to the end. All the gens are getting finished. What can slow that down? What can give you a chance at the end to get that extra kill? Noed. So I don't think that's a surprising bring in. I think that's something that was a smart move. Just because we haven't seen it yet. I don't think that's the first time we've seen it in this final.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised to see it again, to be honest. But now, let's be real, right? Go ahead, Polly.
I was gonna say, Suds, just to show you I'm increasing my level of professionalism. I muted myself and I crushed my water bottle. Aren't you happy?
You legend.
To me, that's like the hey, we're almost done. Water bottle being crushed. That's like the timer for it.
So what are you gonna say, Boomer? Let's be real.
We could probably guess.
What the?
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry, I was reading the message. What we can probably guess what the 2 killers are going to be. I don't like. Okay, let me first start off saying all of us shoutcasting, we have no idea at all what the killers are picked. That's all between the staff. We don't deal with that at all. It's all them. But we all 3 of us know what the killers are more than likely going to be now. Right?
I'd be surprised if it's anything other than nurse versus nurse here.
Oh, I was gonna say clown. I thought we were gonna have some clowns play, but no, you think a nurse?
Yeah, Demogorgon, right?
I think you're wrong, Paulie. I think you're way off base here. I don't think you. Wow, we might have to.
I guess
have
I'm
a talk
not
with
as in touch
Paulie.
with the game as I thought I was. Clown v clown.
Paulie.
I would like to say that. Can we get RIP in chat for the spirit?
Yeah, I mean, you could just see how badly the Spirit is right now with that detection. We did see Kaz do a really good job for that one chase, but other than that, it was just, it's so hard as a, I mean, I guess that just shows you how bad the killer is actually. So it shows you, I mean, I think if this continues next tournament, I think we do have to go to green. I think that would definitely be the idea.
If
At least
the
green.
directional moans during phasing stay the same, is that what you mean?
Yep.
Yeah. I think we've seen it, right? I mean, the killers are just
it could
getting
get fixed
obliterated.
tomorrow. We don't know.
Yeah, so we'll just have to be like a going thing, right? We set the rules and then we'll adopt the rule as it goes in.
What is Zynox anyway? Is that like NyQuil? Sounds like a cold medicine to put you to sleep. I don't know what that is.
Like, literally, the first tournament we did, Card Clash used Spirit in the final
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
won. And
Yeah, it shows
now-
you the
Mhm.
where they're at right now.
Mhm.
That if you give just that little bit of extra information to the survivors, so that they can use it to their advantage and counter her very well, quite well.
Because it's basically you can still see her. That's what it's like. You can still see her, but she can't see you.
Just gotta refresh my chat over here, guys. Sorry. Sometimes it does that. Oh yeah. All right. So make sure you guys let's do a couple shout outs for everything. Make sure you guys go check out the webpage www.deadbyesports.com. It literally has the calendar right when you load it. You'll see all the next tournaments coming up. You'll see the Duo Showdown listed. And within a few days you should see the next month get just November just full of tournaments for you guys too. So make sure you check that out because again, it's not going to just be 60 plus teams. It's going to be 32. So it won't be just based on when you sign up, but if you don't sign up within a certain period of time, you're going to miss your window to sign up completely. So definitely make sure you sign up.
Reserve your spot. Make sure you clear your calendars or check your schedule.
Yep. And make sure you're also in the Discord. That's another way to get it noticed when that happens. You'll be able to get a ping. I will ping everybody on the Discord. And all the Discords that follow that Discord, I think we have like 31 Discords that actually follow that Discord now. So we actually almost have 2,000 people that we just celebrated 1,000 2 months ago. Now there's 2,000 people in that Discord, or close to it, not 2,000. Close to it.
Honestly.
It's crazy. I mean, that's super fast. I mean, we hopefully should get a partnership on Discord as well pretty soon. We applied a month and a half ago. A lot of people applied at that time, so it takes a while.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for our hopefully acceptance, right? But we're also giving away a whole bunch of stuff in the Discord itself, giveaways for hitting these milestones. We do giveaways. We just gave away I want to say another Freddy DLC. We just give that away. We're gonna do another one today, so make sure you're in that Discord. We have the Discord. Yeah, Grayson just put it in there.
Freddy's gonna go on sale on Switch. That's gonna be exciting.
So when is that happening? Like,
I don't know.
Obviously don't know when it's happening, but it's supposed to happen though, right?
Yeah.
That's happening. Okay.
So they got licensing to do that now.
So we just know it's gonna happen, and we just don't know when.
Yeah. They've
Okay. That's
they've
pretty
gotten,
cool.
the rights, so that's good.
Does that mean Quentin face rework?
I hope so.
That's what everybody wants. That's been the topic almost every time for like how long now? Because everybody wants the
Since he came out.
soupy Quentin fix. I mean, I think it's weird that they didn't bring in Nancy, right? But I guess there's obviously reasons for that. But I think everybody's expecting Nancy to come in. But then we'd have two Nancys, right? Then what would we do?
Yeah, they were planning ahead.
Halloween-themed mystery boxes in the Blood Market. Wonder what's in those on mobile.
Oh, I haven't played mobile in a bit.
New outfits available in the Entities mystery box on the Blood Market. What's the Entities mystery box?
Maybe just like better items or something?
I don't know.
Or is it cosmetics?
They went with like they have an ad revenue thing now where on your blood market along the side, you can get some items for free if you watch ads, which they're always like really great items.
Yeah.
So I always watch them. But I'll have to update, find out what's going on here.
What rift tier you at, Paula?
On core game, like
Yeah.
7, pretty slow.
I'm on 70.
All right, these perks look good. We're going into the game, and right away you can hear it. It's the nurse.
You know it's nurse because it's a different. Someone else is playing them as well, as you can see.
Oh, it's the Blight Huntress on mobile that you can get in the trick or treat bags.
All right. Well, this is their usual nurse guy, right? So
Yep, this is their nurse specialist.
again, we've talked about it. I think it's good to have multiple players as your killers, as you have specialty killers in there. I think it's a smart idea. Yeah. I'm assuming, you probably get less of the prize pool if you win. If you have more players on your team, you would assume. I mean, it's whatever the captains decide, right? But it could obviously be to your benefit to have a deeper bench. And what about those add-ons? The same add-ons we've seen every single time as a nurse, I believe. I don't think we've seen anything different.
Yep, and I don't think you will see anything different personally.
Yep, and that's the faster recharge. You can see it. Which one are they?
Yep. That is Fragile Wheeze, right? I can't remember what they want to call.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Dark.
Dark
Cincture, I believe.
Cincture? I don't know how you say that word correctly.
Yeah. Since we banned range, this will probably be the only thing you see.
I think it's good though. I think it's a good move. I think she's balanced on her rules.
Yep.
I think Spirit needs a buff on the rules.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Kaz.
And then-
Kaz. What is Kaz in these long chases all the time? Oh, not as long this one.
But you see the difference in the play though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can't do that kind of moves with Spirit. Think he's gonna go for the long hook here in the basement? Oh.
No.
That would have been a pretty high risk hook. He's gonna just go with a quicker hook. Now, obviously, it was a good move, right? Because this Jin's humming along. All right, so we see Ruin. We know it's Corrupt as well. You can see Surveillance as that's the third one. Then we have a fourth mystery perk. It's interesting to see how he plays nurse because you can see when he blinks, when he makes sure he gets the full length of the blink, he goes like a full thing there.
Is that a dead hard?
That is a dead hard.
Can never be too careful, I guess.
Guys, I'm gonna have to redo the thing real quick. Hold on. We're gonna use some pack of loss. Hold up. You guys gonna lose the feed for you for a second.
Gotcha. We want the broadcast to look good. Whatever you got to do.
That was a.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I see it on the screen.
did you see that, Baldy? They just
There you
dropped
go.
They just dropped the shack on the killer's head. How did they do that? We don't need vision to shout this. We'll make things up.
All right, I'm
I
just gonna make
blame
some
Suds for
quick
the frame
adjustments
drops.
here, guys. Quick adjustments. See if we can drop it down. Unfortunately, you do what you gotta do. It's the curse that is known as Comcast.
Did your bitrate get reset again?
No, this is Comcast being bad.
Thanks, Comcast. It's not like this is the most important match of the tourney or anything.
Right?
Appreciate you looking out for us with this expensive business internet that we're paying for, and with the quality service that we can count on.
Right.
Zynox is DDoS in the stream. You ban somebody out for not even 10 minutes, and next thing you know, they come in DDoS. This Zynox kid, man. Heard a lot of stories about him. I didn't think he was gonna do this though.
Luckily, it's not affecting my viewing of the stream. I know you guys can't see it, but there's again. It could be it. Legitimately, it could be someone DDoS, and you never know. I don't think so. I use a VPN, so it's kind of hard for people to do that. But
Let us know when you're able to give us the feedback there, Will.
Yeah, it's still blinking pretty hard. I dropped the bit rate down really low, but it's still.
All right, well, what have we got to do?
Not much you can do here. You can just watch Paul. Okay, so what we got here, we got another hook. The first hook on no. This is actually the third hook of the match. We are 5 minutes into it. 1 gen done. I'll just try to do much play as I can, so Paulie and Suds can kind of just react to what I'm saying. And then maybe we can get it back. Oh, I think it might be cleared up.
It's improved on screen anyway.
Yeah, it's
improved.
We're gonna wait. It might have just been a slow spike, slow down here. Again, it didn't affect the game. You can see we have the hooks set up there. Yeah, the hooks are correct. So we got 3 hooks there. It looks like it's correcting now. I'm gonna wait for it to do a little bit longer. We do have 2 gens done. Now 3 gens done, guys.
Wow.
So, yeah, they are actually ahead, right? This is gonna be the 4th hook of the match. So there's been 1 hook on 2 survivors and 2 hooks on the other survivor, and the survivor has yet to be hooked. You guys are kind of up to date and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I did drop the bitrate so you guys know, just so it doesn't. We'd rather have consistent frames than dropping frames in high quality. So we're just gonna leave it down low for a little bit to make sure it smooths out, and then I can up it. Luckily, with the OBS settings nowadays, you can actually adjust the bitrate on the fly. That's kind of cool.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can. One of the few settings you can change is that. They did get to save there. Still 3 gens to go. That's another down on no. No just got down. That'd be his 2nd hook if they get the hook.
No.
No. Say it ain't so.
No, it's not so. It's not.
There we go. The hook is succeeded. This is already the most hooks in one game so far in this final. So.
Wow.
And it still has 2 gens to go. That gen is really close. She just kicked it.
She flicked it?
Kicked it. Well, I mean, she flicked it too, right? I get what you're saying. Never mind, I get it.
Does that mean that the ruin's gone?
The ruin is gone. Yes, yes. Is correct. All right. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys. I'm going to try to screen share now and make sure it's good. But I'm going to screen share on the lowest settings possible. Just to start, so you guys at least have a feed. All right, we're down to the last gen.
Looks good here. Even on low, looks good.
All right. Oh, and the last gen is done. This should be the 2nd hook for. Is it Hako?
Hako.
So we have 3 death hooks. Survivor number 2, which is Soda, has not been hooked yet.
Okay, so Soda's the one you want to find for max points if you can.
About an 8.5 minute match. He had the gen slow down for quite some time, but then they popped the last 2 really fast. You want this mosaic window. Alright, we're looking a little bit smooth now, so I'm going to up the bitrate so it doesn't get so blocky for you guys. We're just going to do a safe 3K right now and see how that works out. We want to push it.
And that was the fresh hook survivor.
That was
right?
what a fortunate down. That's a big one.
I'm at a pallet. No. Way in the corner.
That's Kate in the corner.
Nobody puts Kate in the corner. Nobody puts my baby Kate in the corner. Except RXW. Right now, I just want a survivor to come in and Patrick Swayze are right out of the map.
I mean, it's worth points. They're only one. I mean, even any of these exchanges would work, right? So you could save 4 points by getting a save here.
They're all healed.
What's the play here? What do you do, Polly? Oh,
you do that.
interesting.
That's what you do, Boomer.
There you go. She got the 100%.
Kate said, I don't need Patrick Swayze to save me. I save myself.
All right,
I'm a
now
young,
question is,
strong,
where's...
independent woman.
I mean, if only they used We're Gonna Live Forever, right? That could have made a play here. Super fast pickups on the ground now with We're Gonna Live Forever. Is there a hatch over here?
I don't know.
I think what I would do, to be honest, is everybody heals up and goes and picks her up, right? I think that's what I would do. But maybe she has something else. I don't know. I don't know if she has the Unbreakable.
Unbreakables. No,
Bogard wouldn't help you.
Come into play because there's no hexes applied to her right now.
Yeah, I think if I was controlling that team, I would have said, hey guys, let's all just go pick them up, right? And then she can run out. But then she can just down her again, technically, I guess.
And there you go. As you said, Boomer, that built-in timer when you know
Yep.
that the deliverance broken status is worn off, you know there's no longer a possibility.
Okay, so we're gonna have to keep it low, guys. Sorry, we're dropping some more frames at the higher thing. So we're gonna go back down. Sorry, we had to try to test that. We just have to figure out what this means. I don't know what's going on. You know what you guys can do is tweet Comcast and let them know.
That won't work. That multi-million-dollar corporation doesn't care about your little podunk town.
That's true. All right, so we see the score was 17-13. She's going to transfer all the points right now, so you can see the total score. It'll buffer back down, guys.
This isn't sponsored by Comcast, right?
No, I wouldn't even accept that sponsor. I'm just saying. Woo! I'll take the moral ground of that and not allow that to even be a sponsor, to be honest. All right, so we see the plays here. Hopefully that'll even out the droppage there. It might just be coming in phases. It might have anything to do with the bit rate, or we might just have to go to the next step, close this down, and then drop down to even worse. You guys aren't gonna like this one. 15 frame rate. Enjoy. Sorry, Paulie. Sorry, Suds.
Oh my god, I'm back on Xbox.
Just don't make us read any. Just don't make us read any perks or names or anything. You're gonna have to do all the reading.
I'm back on Xbox. This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to have a viewable thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's a Comcast thing.
No, we want it to be. We want it to be visible for the audience. We don't want to impede it in any way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the rate back down. We're just gonna keep it down for the last game. We only have one game to go. We'll just have to suffer through it and just get through it. So I'm sorry, guys. All right. So we are on the last game of the night. I'm gonna wait until the drop stops. Now we drop down. I think they have. I wonder how this looks for you guys. This must look horrible at 15. I've never seen 15 frames. Not for the audience, for Paulie and Sud. See, I'm streaming to them at 480 15 FPS. They'll see the gist of what's going on. All right. So the score right now, oh, and this is a close score. Shock 68, Eternal 66. So you see that Shock actually came back and took the lead. So we're literally talking about a 1 gen difference. This is definitely a chance of an overtime. It could happen. It's possible. Who knows what's going to happen here? The numbers are increasing. What, other stream? I'm not watching that. Let me look. 123 viewers. Oh, well, thank you guys for chilling around, and thank you guys for all the casting of the spells. Maybe if you guys cast enough spells, it'll make Comcast be better. Maybe
Let's
that's
see,
what they
is
need.
there a Comcast spell? Let me look.
I don't know. There's a picture of it, just like two wires just connecting from each other. I'm gonna leave it at this though, stuff. So we should be okay, guys. I think we're good now. It's been solid green for about 2 minutes. Yeah, it's upload speed. So that's why like I'm not getting disconnected and I can hear them just fine, crystal clear. I might be going some robotic from them every now and then probably, but I can hear them perfectly fine because my download is 100% perfect. It's just the upload for some reason has this weird thing, and that's just where I live and the monopoly known as Comcast, and can't really do anything about it. There you go. See, they're casting the spells.
Do you get to pay them with Monopoly money?
I should. Like, literally, they were so bad that the last 2 months, not this month, but the last 2 months before that, they had such bad connection and bad issues that they refunded us 2 months of bills. I mean, that's great and all, but I would rather just pay them the money and have working internet. But
you're more than willing to just pay what you owe, but just make it work. Yeah.
Yeah, and I already have to pay. I basically paying about $170, $180 a month just for internet, and for it to not work, that's pretty discouraging for that high price for only internet. Hey, Salviani with the host. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna guess that these survivors' names, it looks like it's Sir, Bubba Zaver, Smoker, and RXW is the survivors, and Shix is the killer. Is that what that says?
That is sounds accurate to me.
I don't have to read. I don't need an eye test. Look at this. I could fake it through my eye test. All these blocky letters. Last match. Potentially last match of the final here, barring a tie. You see those scores here. 2-point margin, right? Shock is ahead. Eternal is gonna kill. Let's see what happens. This is first place on the line. Going back to the wrecker's yard. We're gonna assume that Shix is gonna play a nurse too.
Yeah, I would assume so, right? I think that's a go-to. I thought maybe they would like mix up the rounds they do it in, but I think they're just picking the killers based on the map, and that's the best way to go, to be honest. So this would be what you would think was a more like a smaller condensed map with the shack being in the middle. Oh
my god,
I think it's a really good.
All right, yeah, I got the MacGyver Funko Pop over here. You want me to get it? We go like he can work his magic. MacGyver, you know, he could do everything. Just need a wad of chewing gum and some rubber bands and some tinfoil from bubblegum. He could put your internet back together again.
Maybe.
Funko Pop MacGyver. Funko Pop MacGyver helped me build my chair. I don't know if you had time to watch that video, but
if you say that fast enough, probably it sounds like something completely different.
Funko Pop MacGyver?
If you say it really fast, it sounds like
Pop MacGyver.
You're not saying it fast enough. You gotta do it quick.
Okay, I don't think I want to. Malika changed states to get away from Comcast. That's a statement about their services.
I mean, we're close to doing that same thing. I'm not gonna
lie. Boomer's moving? Are you gonna come to Canada?
I mean, that's not out of the realm. In today's world, you never know.
Boomer's gonna wait for the results of the election.
Yeah, so we have an issue.
One way or another, but
so we have an issue here. We're gonna wait to hear from the staff what exactly happened. They'll let me know. They had to stop. I think that could be a really costly mistake. Really, really costly, but we'll see. I'm assuming from what usually when we see this, we would assume that the wrong map was chosen. That would be by Shix.
They definitely put the blueprint in, but
she'll update the teleprompter and let us know exactly what happened, and we'll tell you guys what the result would be of that.
You know, Boomer, it's too bad you couldn't send the team to 15 frames. They wouldn't even know what perks the killer or the survivors were running. I'm
really interested. I've seen 30 frames, but so I'm Discord streaming. If you guys don't know how this works, right? I have to Discord stream the game to Polly and Suds, so they have a live feed of what's happening. Else they would just be watching the stream, and they'd be a minute and a half behind. So they have to have this fresh feed to know what's going on. So right now, in order to make sure that you guys have a better view and it doesn't skip anymore, which it looks like it stopped, they're watching at 480 15 FPS. which has
It's
got to be.
quality. Quality.
It's almost got to be like a picture show in the olden days. It's just you see a slide going.
It's like a flip book, like one of those Edison animations where you flip the pages and you watch the survivors run through the fog on the end screen. Like
Yep. So
but
we'll
we're
find out
willing
here
to take that hit.
what's going
so
on
that
and see
it
what
doesn't
happens.
impede you, that you have the best possible broadcast. We don't want to be messing up what you see by demanding that we have higher quality. We'll deal with the lesser quality. We want you to have the best quality possibly available with Comcast's garbage internet.
Yeah. Real quick, so it was the wrong map. So now the killer restart rules are going into effect. Okay, I just had to get that before we pushed on so everybody knows. Now we can push on and let them start it back up again. It's important that you do that. So basically what that means is now the killer is locked in on their perks. The survivors still have to use the same perks, but they can move them around. So they have that ability.
Well, why doesn't the staff host the game? We used to do that, and then all of the teams complained that they didn't like having to work off of Boomer's ping to play. They all said that they wanted their killer to host the game. And along with that comes the responsibility to set the map correctly.
That's correct. It happens. I mean, sometimes when you're getting deep into these games, you could have the wrong map on there. You forget to set the map. It happens. You just got to be really careful. I try to remind as much as possible, but sometimes.
Yeah, it's easy to slip your mind for sure. I mean, you got to think like Shix is trying to be in the zone and say, okay, this is it. Last game, I just got to perform well, and then it just slips your mind to set the map, right? So.
Yeah, and we so with the killer or the host thing, we did ask a lot of people, all the teams, and overwhelmingly, I think there's only one or two teams that said no, but the other 60+ teams, including Americans and North Americans and Europeans, all said killer host.
Overwhelming majority all demanded killer host. So we give them what they got, they wanted, and then now it's on them. The onus is on them. Here we go.
That looks good to me. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter, right?
You're the only one who can see, so you're on your own there, Cooper.
There we go. We got the nurse. We're gonna go into the game right now. Go.
It's literally Xbox.
Well, at least the stream isn't as bad as what you guys are saying. It could be worse.
Yeah, I want the stream to be able to see it very well.
Yeah.
I have no complaints. All right, so we got a corrupt intervention. I can see that much.
Yep.
And a ruin.
So it is the same perks for the killer. He didn't change. So the survivors all know the perks now, right? So.
Yep.
Should we tell the audience then? Since the survivors already know, because they have a restart peak.
That's true. We can. So we know it's one of the meta comps. It's going to be Hex Ruin, Corrupt Intervention, Undying, and Surveillance.
Paul, have you ever wondered what Xbox looked like? Not the Xbox One X that actually gets 30 frames, but normal Xbox.
Almost a flashlight save there.
They heard the flicker.
I have seen the game on Nintendo Switch, but it doesn't look like this.
Switch is actually better than Xbox. That's
really?
That's crazy to me.
I'm sure it's just like a coding thing, you know. Maybe Nintendo has a better code on their platform.
This is nostalgic. It's bringing back memories.
All right, so we got one hook so far. We got RXW being chased right now. Remember, there's only a 2-point difference, so it's literally a gen difference, or some kind of a hook difference.
Beautiful flick that made him think he was going for the Neo, then flick to the gen that was blowing yellow.
Contesting the save in the basement. Hello,
by the way,
Felix.
Real quick, I will point out that this is kind of a rare thing. Even though this is Comcast, it still hasn't happened too often. It's been a long time since this happened.
I mean, it's been a super clean whole tournament, so it's like, yay, thank you.
Last tournament was good too, by the way. Last tournament was, we had no issues in. I think actually it's been like 3 tournaments since the tinfoil trials since we had that issue happen, and it was on both ends. That was unfortunate, right?
The communication right there. Like, he's already left me get off that gen.
Right. And now look. Oh yeah, I'm watching the stream. That blockiness. Oof. But hey, it's smooth though, right?
Yes.
It's a smooth blockiness.
Yes.
It's Roblox.
Another gen done. Be a second hook of the game. We're about 3:30 into the game.
See them release there. Well, hello. Ooh, nice.
Oh
Nice
yeah,
evasion
dying.
by Felix.
Lighting him up there. Minecraft stream. That's what it looked like to me. Minecraft, Roblox. Pick that blocky fill. Leaving that survivor, going back to the middle there. I think he set up a 3-gen.
Hello, Felix. A nice double back. Wow, it's like they anticipated that they'd be touching it. Oh boy. 3rd gen done, 2 left to go. Using that tree. Right up on the body.
Eternal's gonna have to really get some hooks going here.
Yep.
It'll be the 3rd hook of the game, right? 3 different survivors.
Might even have another gen popping shortly here. Let's see what's this gen spread looking like. It's looking okay.
Ooh. Rubbing up the back there.
They got the save. I'd like to have contacted me on that one. Wow, and a nice blind coming out of the fatigue there.
Yeah, we updated that hook
That
graphic.
should've hit.
We updated that hook graphic. We had to do a little bit of adjustment. We're fine-tuning the bit rate so it can look a little bit better, but we got that. We got that graphic on there for you guys. Thank God you guys can at least see like the basic of what's going on. I know it's not high definition, but you can see, you know.
I mean, this is how I watch Netflix sometimes. I just wait for it to clear up. Nicely done.
The weird thing with Comcast, it's only the upload that ever gets affected. My download is, I can download at 200 megabits right now and just have no issue. It's just, that's why you guys, I can hear you guys fine. I don't get disconnected from the game. It's just, the upload for some reason caps at a certain number sometimes. I don't know why.
4th
Another
gen
gen done. Woof. What do you do here, Paul? Do you gotta have to get a little, You need a little snowball action going here.
You need some hooks. Let's get Bubba Xavier on one. Everybody's full health now. They all went for the reset like you like to see the team strats do there, Boomer.
Yeah, it's in their favor right now, right? So I think they need just to pull back here. See them going for the save here. They got the nurse bug there.
Bug.
The blink bug.
Is anybody not been hooked at all?
Yeah, Survivor 4, so Smoker.
Okay.
He didn't get hooked last game either. Last time we played Survivor, he didn't get hooked either. Maybe even the first, I don't know if Smoker's been hooked at all on this one. I don't even know.
Smoker is immune to hooks.
I don't exactly remember that, so.
Oh, they got that last second save here.
You see he was doing the Jin there too. He was working on the Jin, waiting to save.
Got
Waiting
that
for him to come back.
DT. And again, not even worrying about the ruin, just pushing these gens through it. Smoker taking a hit now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you follow it up, though, you're probably going to give up the gen.
Yeah, I think you want to get a fresh hook, but again, like you said, you got to keep that pressure on the gens. Got 4 hooks now. 4 hooks now. Yeah, it's game 6 of 6 too. Yeah. With everything going on, I have to do a lot of adjustments on the fly, so we'll get that fixed. Sorry about that. Small mistakes, I think.
There's the gen that popped.
Yeah, they got that gen, so I don't know, man. I think we'll just wait till the score. We'll see the score and see what happens. There's it down there. You just take this and see what you can throw up there. I don't know, Paulie. This is gonna be pretty close. I don't even know. I feel like Shock can leave, but I don't know. Maybe not. If Shix is leaving, he probably knows. Yeah, that's a death. I think they know, guys. I think they know. That's why they're leaving. Oh. Oh, this could be a thing. I don't know if this might turn the tide here. This could be a really important down. That's a 6-point.
Yeah, because Felix only been hooked once too. Oh.
Was there a hatch?
Hatch.
Oh wow. That's fortunate. I want to know now if that mattered. We'll see if it's more than a 6-point turn. That could have been such a huge play.
I mean, it could have been Felix was just confident that he'd get it, but I don't know. Why would you risk it?
We'll see here. Let's wait and see. So the finals score for that game was 16-11. He's doing the score right now. You see it live going. We're gonna watch it live as it adds up. Oof. Is that it? We're good. The final score, Shock has 84. Eternal 77.
That's
so
a repeat, baby.
Shock has done it. The back-to-back win.
Back to back.
Woo. Wow. So if you do actually factor in if he would have actually got him down, it would have only been a 1-point difference, but Shock still would have won. So that 6-point shift. So that would have mattered. But wow, what an ending. GG. I'm sorry it couldn't have been better pixelation, but at least you got to see it. Good job for Shock. doing the back-to-back. Only Sinister has done this, so now who's going to be the first one to get to 3 wins? Or can Shock do back-to-back to back? Right, that's the question.
Can anybody three-peat?
That's going to be so hard. Because you know this is a 64-team tournament. You know, the biggest tournament I think around for Dead by Daylight right now. In terms of numbers and teams. You have to beat out a lot of teams to get there.
You're saying next one will only be 32 teams, so they don't have to get through as many people.
That's true, but still, Paulie, that's a lot.
No, the path to victory, you got to go through a lot of good teams that can mow you down. So, wow. The repeat back-to-back. Very good. Congratulations to Shock. Shock's going to go home with the big money, the $500, and Eternal's going to take home that $150. Thank you so much to Trovo for sponsoring this tournament, putting up all that prize money. Boomer said the prize money is going to be paid out to the captains November the 5th.
By November the 5th. It's probably quicker, but yeah. That's amazing. Good job to both teams. They put on a good show. I will say every single one of these, not best of rounds, but combined rounds have all been close. So expect this to be the thing going forward for sure.
Right on the dot, Boomer. I said we were going to crown the champion at the top by the top of the hour, and here we are. Boom,
5 o'clock. Yep.
On the dot.
On the dot.
Talk about staying on schedule.
All right, I increased the bitrate a little bit since it goes down the Discord stream, so hopefully we're good. We'll see. So this should get better because we're gonna actually continue streaming, and we're gonna play some DbE. We'll have an open lobby with me and Sud, so anybody can join in and play.